Jake, I had an experience when I went to Integrated in Austin, Texas that I think you could relate to, and so I want to kind of talk about it on the podcast. I'm not a big Uber driver guy. Don't do it a whole lot, but took an Uber from the airport to the hotel I was staying at, and this particular Uber driver was, I don't know, 35 years old, pretty heavy set guy, had a cool Dodge, SUV, normal guy, and he did this thing that annoyed me, and I think you would have done the same thing in his situation, or in my situation, where he was like, basically he would say something, and no matter what, I just know the kind of reaction he wants to get.
Okay.
He wants to, I know, if that's just who I am. I think if you're trying to say something funny, unless I just think it's very, very offensive, I'm going to try to laugh at you. You know
I do this all the time. It's like personality mirroring.
Yes. And so this guy basically is saying all these things, and I try to mirror him, and then I would mirror him, and then he would disagree or contradict me or something. So it's
interesting.
So it's Austin, Texas. It's man, Austin is a great place, man. It's an awesome place. A lot of traffic though.
Yeah, I have seen it. It seems like here the traffic, a lot of the intersections, really.
I mean, it's not that bad today though. It's not that bad today.
Oh,
it's oh.
Yeah. No, I think it was fine.
Oh, but look at this though. It's still pretty crazy out here. It's what? What do you want me to do, dude? I'm just trying to be nice. And he's he goes, he's hey, you want to see some pretty women? And I'm like, I'm married actually. I'm actually going for a fatherhood, meet up with these guys. And he's like, well, if you want to see some pretty women, you should go to this place right here, Coyote Ugly or whatever. And I'm like, that sounds wild, man. That sounds crazy. He's like, it's Sunday, so it's not that crazy. What? Okay. What do you want me to do right now? I'm just I'm just trying to I have my AirPods in, and I'm just trying to get to my destination here. I'd be content. I'm a nice guy. I'll talk to you if you want me to, but I'd be content just sitting there in the car. And this guy's trying to make conversation, so I'm like, okay, I think I know what you want me to say back, so I'm trying to say it, and then he's just come on.
Be realistic, dude.
Dude, it's
you're in the back of an Uber. Come on.
Yeah.
I can't even think of a scenario that would be better than that one that you just said. I'm trying to think. I'm no, none of them are funnier than that. That's so good.
Yeah. We'll just end it there. There's a few other ones that are inappropriate. I'm not going to give.
Uber drivers like doing that.
They like testing the boundaries of who do I got here?
Especially if when me and Trey and Alan, we come from a theater, and then they always ask who's performing. We were actually oh, so you guys only in town for a night? You guys looking to have some fun?
Right.
It's no, we are going back.
We're actually really tired. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I feel like it's just, we've been at so many Ubers where, it's just I'm just trying to, I don't want to have a crazy long conversation, so I just agree with anything.
Yes.
There's times where there was a specific Uber driver in who's Andrew Tate, says a lot of stuff. And then we're thinking yeah, it's crazy, right? It's probably good he got kicked off TikTok. He's
I love that guy.
Makes you think. And we're oh no, he loves this guy. Yeah. And then we're yeah.
Yeah, it makes you think.
Well, yeah.
Well, hey, but that guy's, there's a reason he's not online anymore. It's
it reminds me of that Key and Peele sketch where they're making fun of one of the Gordon Ramsay shows. Have you seen that? Where they're always they keep going back and forth. One of them's the potential chef. The other one's the head chef. So it'll be this is the...
You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, that's good.
This is an amazing dish. Thank you, chef. Goes back to him. If I was a dog. And then the music shifts. It's I'm sorry, chef. And it goes back to the head one. The most beautiful dog in the most beautiful palace in the world. Thank you, chef. Who I wouldn't feed a Big Mac to. Sorry, chef. It just keeps going back and forth.
Just
for
a roller coaster.
An hour. Yeah, so that is your Uber driver.
I don't know what this guy was all about, but I was trying to be a friendly guy, and he wasn't having it. But anyway.
Are you excited for the Wednesday episode today?
Yes.
Well, don't be that excited.
Oh. You're right. I submit to you.
I do think it'll be a pretty good episode, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Let's not overpromise, though.
You're right.
But Josh Mayer is on this episode.
Josh Mayer?
Yeah. Well, it's not John Mayer, so don't.
Wait. Oh, you said. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You excited for the theme music?
Not really.
Okay, just play it.
Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast.
So yeah, as we've promised, we will get into our little Ghostie Spotlight with Josh Mayer. He's a somewhat new friend of mine, but yeah, he's been listening to the podcast for a while, and he's a great guy. So he's going to be on here a little bit. But first, we got to talk a little bit about, well, first, some of our wins of the week.
Wins of the week, baby.
Yeah, what's yours?
My win of the week is just April in general is going to be so awesome. My win of the week is going to be all of our awesome sponsors who have agreed to sponsor us in Florida.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Like, I was about to shout out one sponsor specifically, but we have 4, I think, that are sponsoring so far, maybe 5. Like, a lot of awesome companies. I don't want to give away too much to the people that are going to Florida.
Yeah.
But just know that we have wonderful, wonderful sponsors that they're doing really, really great things to make this trip amazing. And it's just so cool that we have people that are willing to do that. So my win of the week is just finding good people who are willing to support us.
Fun.
Sponsors.
It's a nice win. My win of the week is going to be roommate Spencer Shipley. Yeah, just been crushing it lately, I feel like.
Yeah.
For one,
I like Spencer a lot.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah,
fun to
dude.
talk to. Always asks good questions, but he's his background is kind of in landscaping, and I think he did it for so long because he truly loved it.
He was a skilled guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The kid knows how to mow a lawn.
He can cut up some hedges.
Yeah.
But anyway, he just took it upon himself a few weeks ago. He's just like, hey, I'm going to do some landscaping at your house. I was like, okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
That's
awesome.
What do you mean by landscaping?
He ripped out some weeds, ripped out some old bushes, planted some new ones, got some mulch.
Cool.
Just did it up.
Wow.
Every now and then he'll take stuff out of the backyard or whatever. Just things that need to happen. He's always just helping. So that was great. And then another thing, he was like, hey, I was out doing something else on the lawn the other day, and first he was kind of telling me this funny story of just how just all the neighbors came running and they wanted to talk to him about cars. So perfect what you were talking about on Monday's episode. But he said it's like the sound of a mower turning on is a duck call, and they all come running. He said the neighbors just come flocking. And then lastly, just shout out Spencer. When Josh Mayer was staying at the house, he was like, hey, I went, I folded the blankets. I went and put Harrison's old bed frame together and his mattress on it. I got him a bed set up down there. I was like, oh, wow, I just thought he was going to sleep on the couch. So,
dude, that's awesome.
Just shout out Spencer for being a great guy, going above and beyond.
Yeah. I am always really impressed by Isaac and Spencer, just how kind they are. They're just very kind people. My sister was driving by the house the other day, and Isaac was outside, and she stopped to talk to Isaac.
Nice.
And yeah, she was just like, he is so nice. He is so
nice
kind.
Young man.
He is so caring, and was talking to my sister's son, and was really good with him. And yeah, it's just those two guys are just very, very impressive for quote unquote young guys. They're awesome. So shout out to Spencer.
And also, speaking of Isaac, he said he got hit up for another potential consensual dog kennel. Had another one of those happen again.
The same kind of idea?
I think so. I don't remember the exact story anymore, but yeah, he's pretty sure that's what someone else wants again. So it's funny, about once every 2-3 years.
Slinging merch and getting some dog kennels going under the bed. Just for the dog under the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consenting dogs.
Wow.
Anyway, so that's my win of the week. Okay. But real quick, last episode, we didn't really talk about our weekend or our Easter or anything.
Right.
Were you here in Kansas City?
I was here. Yeah. We went to Good Friday at our church, and my parents watched the kids. So Catherine and I went out to dinner beforehand, went to Holy Land Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
I think Catherine was like, I've never been there before. Let's try it out. So fitting that we went there on Good Friday,
Go to the Holy Land.
Yeah. And then we went to our service, and this was just feeding my, I don't know, type A, if that's the right word, but I like being early, and we're never early to places because it's just so hard with kids. And we got there 15 minutes early, and I was like,
we got to church early on Sunday too. It was nice.
Yeah, it was great. And Catherine jokingly was like, oh man, we're gonna have to stay in the parking lot for a few minutes because I don't, she's she's not anti being early, but it just doesn't speak to her like it speaks to me. I'm like, I would love to be there. We could get our seats and then walk around and talk to people. It sounds awesome.
Get coffee, not in a hurry.
Sure.
Take
Everything not in a hurry is just wonderful. And and it's impossible for me not to be in a hurry if I know I'm late. You know what I mean? But we get to the parking lot of the church and it is so full. It is buzzing. Oh. And so we were like, we had to ask people like scoot in so that we could sit next to each other. And we got there 15 minutes early for Good Friday. It was an amazing, really cool service. And I think because of that, like amazing preparation, I think the actual Easter Sunday was really, really amazing. We had to take 2 different cars. Why were we taking? We were taking 2 different cars because Catherine was going to help out in the nursery the second service, and I was going to take Rosie home to nap because we were going out to lunch with my family afterwards. And so my kids, especially, Hattie and Bo love driving the truck. Like it's like their favorite thing. And so on the way to church, we were early again, which was wonderful. Woo! Early again, and it was me, Hattie, and Bo in the truck, and they always want to listen to stories and whatever, all these different Patch the Pirate. You ever listen to that?
Yep.
Patch the Pirate guy.
Yep.
He's great.
Other things like that. All these different and I was like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to listen to some Easter music. And so we listened to Phil Wickham. Time and I were just talking about Phil Wickham. Phil Wickham, Sunday is Coming. And I was like, try to see if you can understand what this is about. And it was so I was like getting teary, as I'm driving,
cool.
Cause it's an emotional song anyway. And I'm like singing it out and there's part and it's like, that wasn't the end. That wasn't the end. And Bo goes, so like matter of factly, like, yeah, Jesus is alive now. Jesus is alive now.
It was at the end.
It was so fun. Like Jesus was dead, but then they moved him out of the ground. I was like, close, buddy, close. Yeah. Yeah. And he's like,
he moved himself.
They moved him. He's alive now. He's alive. But Hattie was like, it was just it's a really sweet song. I think a lot of people probably know it because of how popular it was this Easter, but it was just wonderful. And now they request to listen to that song with me.
That's so anyway, good.
Easter was awesome. And then afterwards we went and had lunch with my family, my big extended, there was 40 people at lunch, big extended family time. And my kids were awesome. Rosie she was on not very much sleep and she still just, she likes people, I think. And
just smiling.
She was just happy go lucky. And it was just a really fun time with my family. So
nice.
And it was a beautiful day. I feel like Easter is the unofficial start of spring to me. It's finally nice outside.
Yeah.
And it always feels like it's Easter. I don't know. I was thinking about this. Sorry, I'm talking a lot here, but I was thinking about, does Easter feel like spring? Or let's see how I can word this. I was like, it's so genius that our calendar lines up and has Easter be, in April or May or whenever. And I was like, is it actually the other way around where it's it feels awesome that it's spring because it's Easter time? You know what I mean? In other words, Christmas, it seems so genius. It just feels like it's always the right time of year. It's perfectly cozy and wintry outside. And that's Christmas.
You're saying that Christmas feels like winter. It's a winter holiday.
Yeah. But is it reality? Because then once Christmas is over, winter's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
And is it spring actually wonderful because of Easter rather than Easter's at the perfect time of year? It's no, the reason that's the perfect time of year is because of Easter. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of mind-boggling.
I don't know if I'm following. I was trying my best.
I know it's basically I was thinking I love that Easter is in the spring, right? I love that it's warm outside. It's all this beautiful, everything's becoming green, and I love that because that just makes it so much better. Easter is even better because of all this stuff. And then I think to myself, wait, is it actually reverse? That's all I'm trying to say.
Can I tell you why I like Easter in spring?
Yes.
Because as a kid, I had a birthday. Well, I've always had a birthday in August.
Yeah.
Football season's come up. So for my birthday, I would ask for Madden.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, basketball season. At Christmas, I would ask for NBA Live.
Okay.
07. What do you about baseball season? Oh, Easter. April,
you would get
opening
a video
day.
Game for Easter? Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
We always got very practical, a belt and some candy or something like that.
Okay, well, trade in a belt. I
would like to take this back to Kohl's and buy MLB The Show.
You go to GameStop with a belt and a chocolate bunny. Hey, can this get me MVP baseball for?
Were you MVP baseball guy?
Yeah. EA. I was very loyal to EA Sports.
I was, except for the baseball game. I thought, did you ever play All-Star Baseball on Xbox? It was a good one.
I don't think so. I would occasionally play Slugfest, but other than that, no, it was all EA Sports. Thought they were the best. That's
awesome. We didn't do Easter Bunny. We're not an Easter Bunny family. Timon, you guys grow up with the bunny?
Nope.
No? I I don't know. I don't think it's because we're like, whoa, we can't do Easter bunnies. It was just like, we kind of forgot. And it was like, that seems like one more thing.
Are you saying you didn't grow up with chocolate bunnies or with like the idea that like...
no, this year we did not. Like as parents, we're not doing Easter bunnies for the kids.
Like a physical
I'm confused.
chocolate bunny or we don't have them believe in the Easter bunny.
We don't even mention the Easter bunny.
Okay,
I was saying like,
there we go.
We don't do Easter gifts from the Easter bunny.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
I see.
Yes. Like,
but it's like, here's a bunny. Dad got this for you. I did.
Like growing up, it was like the Easter bunny came. Oh, how exciting. You got a belt and some Whoppers.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just, as parents, as Catherine and I are not doing that with our kids. They do not expect the presents.
Are there any like mommy influencers kind of switching up? There are.
Yeah.
I'd like to, whenever you lose a tooth, the Easter bunny comes. Hey, it's Christmas. Here comes the tooth fairy.
Just figure,
kind of rotate them around
because they're out of jobs. Or they're needing work more year round.
Yeah, it's like Santa's the main one, but sure. I mean, to every Walmart, there's still Aldi.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Tooth Fairy's got to find work.
Yeah, Tooth Fairy needs it, and at a discounted rate too.
That'd be fun. Yeah, you go to the tree. And it's like, I mean, they got like 8 gifts from Santa, 2 from the Tooth Fairy, and 1 from Smokey the Bear.
I like it. No, I like the Tooth Fairy is more like hygienic gifts. Like it's more like more practical stuff.
Body wash.
Yeah. Maybe Easter Bunny is more like brightly colored. Yeah. Pastel-y.
Even just like, oh, wow.
Or just clothes.
A Reese's egg in December. Thank you, Easter Bunny.
That's fun.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Who else? Smokey the Bear got me just like a
yeah. Smokey the Bear came a lot for you.
Yeah. It just got me like a book on fire education.
Yeah. Smokey the Bear is anything like precautionary. Like a fire extinguisher. That's the only precautionary thing.
Parachute.
Yeah, maybe like one of those like spark plug kits for the back in your trunk that you can use if your battery dies.
Sure. Just like a 3-year-old kid getting all this stuff.
Thank you. I'm going to use that someday.
Jumper cables.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Spark plug kit. That's not the right thing.
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's fun.
Tell me about your Easter.
My Easter was spent in Stratford, Missouri, and it was spent wearing the same shirt that you were in.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty funny. We did that Mizzen and Main brand deal for jean shorts, and we each were wearing the same one. It's a great Easter shirt.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
He is Mizzen. He is Mizzen indeed.
I know, dude. We missed a opportunity for Gen Z risen. Like he is risen.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. We could have made a funny video about that.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're not capitalizing on Easter this year.
No.
We're not. Just like we're not doing the Easter Bunny.
Guess what? Jesus wasn't for profit. He was a prophet.
Wow.
Bars.
Stratford,
Anyway.
Missouri.
Easter. Yeah. So Easter was fun. It's getting harder and harder to get my grandpa up and down stairs. The old Stratford farmhouse isn't exactly ADA approved, or whatever. Like it's not wheelchair accessible. So we just had Easter lunch in the garage. It's a great day outside. Nobody cared.
That sounds awesome.
The garage got cleaned.
Yeah.
Grandma came, had bunch of plastic eggs in a big Easter basket and said, everybody here take one. I'm like, oh, okay. Turns out there was different amounts of money in each one. I got the biggest one. It was awesome.
Let's guess, Timon, let's guess how much the biggest Easter egg money is.
How many eggs were there in total?
There's probably like 8 or 9 eggs.
Okay.
Caitlin, Braden, me and Rachel, my parents.
Timon, do you have a guess?
Biggest amount. 40.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
because Jake got the biggest. You know, like that's like the jackpot.
40 USDs. 15. Correct answer is 20 and 3 Tootsie Rolls.
So basically 40. I mean,
those bad boys.
These are Tootsie Rolls.
Timon's closer again. That was kind of fun. It's fun of my grandma to do that.
That's great.
And played a little pickleball in the driveway. And the day before that was really fun. We all went to Silver Dollar City.
Yes.
Braden had never been. Rachel had never been. And it was kind of funny. Rachel just such a people pleaser. Because as much as Rachel is fun loving, I'll try anything, I'll do everything, doesn't necessarily love roller coasters. Mm-hmm. But she heard, like over the phone, or even just when we got to Stratford, I think my dad was just like, I can't wait for Rachel to see Silver Dollar City. She's going to love it.
Yeah.
So then Rachel's like, all right, I have to love it. I have to love every aspect of it. So like if it was just me and Rachel, I don't know if she would have rode all those roller coasters, but she rode every single one all day. And every time she would ride it, she'd be like, that was so fun. Why do I get nervous on these?
Yeah.
And then we go on the next one. She's like, I'm getting a little nervous about this. And then we ride. She's like, that was awesome too. Why do I keep getting nervous? So she really did have a great time. So
I feel like Yeah, I remember in middle school, I was scared of roller coasters. And then I was basically like a middle schooler that didn't want to tell people I was scared. So I was like, yeah, I'll go on the line. Then maybe I'll just like, keep going.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, man. You got to leave your wallet here. Like, I don't know if I trust
I don't
this
trust.
guy.
I'll watch.
I'll watch.
Watch Ross.
No problem, guys. And I just went on one. And after I went on one, I was like, oh. This is awesome.
That was more fun than standing.
Yeah. And if you don't even have time to really be scared after the first drop, usually it's just like, here I go.
And there's nothing like that first drop.
There's nothing.
Oh,
like
it's fun.
What about that powder keg?
We actually didn't ride powder keg.
No, I love the powder keg.
Powder keg's pretty good.
It's the one that like.
But if you've been in a while, Silver City's got some fun new rides.
That's what my sister was saying.
Yeah.
they
Time
went
Traveler,
recently.
dude.
Time Traveler.
Time and knows.
Time and Traveler.
What is it?
So, roller coaster.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're kind of sitting in some pods of sorts, chairs facing out, and these pods spin. Not super quickly, but just enough to make it like, okay, if you sit in this seat on the very first drop, I'm going forwards. Next time you ride the ride, I sit in a different seat. Now I'm going backwards.
Okay.
So now I'm going sideways.
Really?
It makes it kind of fun.
You go
And
upside down?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
All you can handle. It's very fun.
There's
and
one
it's
of those
pretty long, too.
at Worlds of Fun, and I did not do it because it seemed like it was spinning too much. But you don't feel like you're spinning that much
This
on
is
the
a pretty
ride.
subtle spin. It's not like
Yeah.
a dizziness type spin. It's like,
Yeah.
very slow revolution.
I think it might be that it might not even be like a mechanical spin. It might just be like
From gravity.
kind of free to move.
I think that's how slowly it's spinning. It's great.
Yeah.
Is it like one of those things where it's like regular roller coasters that don't spin now are kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, just the same orientation the whole time.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you could ride that ride 100 times and never ride the same ride.
I don't know if it's programmed or not. Either way, I know I rode it twice and I went down the main drop 2 different directions.
Yeah.
Both times.
That's cool.
So the time traveler is not bad.
I just like the powder keg because it shoots you off so quick at the beginning.
yeah.
You just fly back and then that first, yeah.
When we were in high school and idiots, we would try to
Yeah.
keep our head forward.
Oh, yeah.
Like, all right, it's going 1, 2, 3. And then, it would hurt your neck a lot. It would just slam in the back.
Did you barn swing?
We didn't barn swing because, Rachel just texted me about like, oh, you want like a acai bowl? And before that, she had texted me a picture
What in the world? Yeah, baby.
of her dad.
Steve Exotic over here.
You can understand why I couldn't speak. I don't know.
Scottsdale.
I don't know what I'm looking at. I got to close that out.
That's what we're calling the mustaches in Scottsdale.
Stashdale, Arizona. That's
Yeah.
good, Red. Anyway, we didn't do the barn swing. This is such a sign of us all getting older because we'd ride one, we all kind of feel like, let's walk around for a little bit.
Really?
And then let's ride another one.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like, let's do
Equilibrium's a
back to back. Yeah. Getting older, dude.
Really?
Still fun, but it's definitely needed more recovery time.
Yeah. No, my sister said that Silver City though is like up their game, like a ton of roller coasters. Like
proud of them.
when we were at camp, we would go to Silver City once a year or whatever, or even Young Christians Weekend.
It was basically just
was like
Wildfire
3.
and Powder Keg.
Yeah.
Maybe Thunderation.
Thunderation or Fire in the Hole.
Yeah.
Did you ride that?
Had to, because
Because it's going out.
Yeah. There's a ton of old people wearing Fire in the Hole merch, like last ride ever.
Oh,
And
that's
just
cool.
like, they're making some money off of it.
Man, yeah,
So,
It's just if you guys don't know Silver City, maybe this is not that interesting to you, but they're just super kiddie ride, Fire in the Hole, but it's awesome.
It's like the first roller coaster they ever had. It was built in like 76 or something.
Yeah.
It's 50 years old. And anyway, it's just a fun amusement park in Branson. And it's like Pioneer themed, like Little House on the Prairie themed. So that was pretty awesome.
There was a ghostie that just sent me a DM today, and she's like, "Hey, we never took a honeymoon. We're thinking about taking a honeymoon in October. We're thinking like they're going to be and their in-laws in Iowa." And she's like, "We want to either go to Kansas City or Branson. What do you recommend?" I recommended Branson. Would you?
That's fun. Yeah, I would recommend Branson.
Yeah, I was like, I think Branson would be so awesome.
Yeah, there's
Like,
so much
if you know
do.
what to expect in Branson.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so many different options of what you want to do. So
Yeah. Fun. Anyway,
that's fun that you got to do all that. And do you think Rachel truly is a roller coaster girl now, or is she like?
I think
I'm
she
just a
learned
people
from
pleaser.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I just need to get on the ride and overcome that initial anxiety and know that I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
I hope so anyway.
You get any good pics?
Oh, like when they take your picture
Yeah.
at the roller coaster? Yeah, there was one time where we all kind of saw it coming and had some funny faces.
That's
So,
good. So was it your whole family? Like your mom? She roller coaster?
yeah, she rode the Time Traveler
Cool.
once.
Yeah.
But
That's great.
it was fun. Fun day.
That's awesome, dude.
Tell you what, I had, it was a fun day. I had,
Sorry.
you knew exactly where I was going with it.
I totally did.
I was going to say, like, I had some good chicken. I actually had some Dippin' Dots that day. But I never had any coffee. And the reason why is because I only drink one type of coffee.
That's right.
And it's the type that makes me buzz for beans. Buzz. We should do the Bumblebee for Main Tree Roasters sometime.
Okay. That'd be fun.
Get a Bumblebee costume and just do the entire Kanakuk Bumblebee thing.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes, next time.
Okay, fun. Anyway.
We have different Bumblebee versions too.
I know. We'll each do our own.
Okay.
Sorry, Main Tree Roasters. Since we're talking about MainTreeRoasters.com. They're our coffee sponsor today. And anyway, so many people have been checking them out. Thank you guys for checking them out.
It's awesome to see how many people are just stocking up with the MSR.
Just slowly buying them.
Yeah.
Little by little.
They are another sponsor in Florida. And we're just going to have a blast drinking from the beans of Nepenthe, baby.
Straight from the bean.
You guys all know them. They have so many different flavors of coffee. They also their original Miller blend is amazing. Try them out. They have you can buy it ground. You can buy it whole beans.
Beaned.
You can buy it in K cups. They have so many different options, all at affordable prices.
And just great customer service.
Incredible customer service.
Don't even get coffee. Just chat with them.
Just email them. Yeah.
Check in on them. See how their day's going.
And if you don't like coffee, I think coffee is one thing that is a really great gift. So even if you're not a coffee drinker yourself, buy some Main Street Roasters, support a Christian-owned, wonderful, small-town, family-owned business, and send it to some friends.
And even if you don't have any friends, I can't get this as a gift. Take a little something out of Rachel's book. Learn to get over it. Buy yourself some coffee and force yourself to drink it.
No. Yes, I like that. Or even if you don't have friends, buy some, put it on a street corner, and just see if somebody picks it up.
Yeah, a little social experiment.
I think that'd be really fun.
Have 3 items at the end of your driveway. Like an old chair.
Yep.
A decently big but cumbersome TV.
Okay.
And then a bag of Main Tree Roasters. And just see what they take first.
I guarantee you'll be back Main Street Roasters. If they know what that's good for
If they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The TV is way too heavy. It's not worth it.
Because you're going to be buzzing after.
Yeah. Then you have the strength to maybe pick up that TV afterwards.
Right.
There's
Main
a right
Street
order.
Is truly the best. Catherine, just the other day, was like I was waking her up in the morning and she's like, will you make me some of that good coffee from Main Street Roasters?
Nice.
Genuinely.
That's fun.
She said that and I was like, yes, I will.
Code GRKC for 10% off.
10% off, baby.
MainTreeRoasters.com.
MainTreeRoasters.com. Thank you guys for supporting us.
Cool. With that said, I say we get into the interview with Josh.
Yes.
And
let us know what you guys think of it. He's so fun, so likable.
Yeah, just a good guy. Here he is. All right, we got our first ever Ghostie Spotlight episode coming at you. First time ever really having a Ghostrunners listener in studio with us.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I guess so. Yeah, Scott doesn't count.
Scott never counts.
Garrett Perkins doesn't count. Yeah, don't count Scott. But we got Josh Mayer. Maybe you've seen him online. Viral sensation. It always kind of bothered me when people called me that. But you are, you've got 1 million followers on TikTok. You're a golfer. Been golfing today. Say hi to the folks, Josh.
Hey, everybody.
Josh is a listener as of, I don't know, a few months ago or so, probably.
Yeah. I'm a ghostie, man. I'm a ghostie.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm fired up. I'm fired up to be here, man. This is exciting. Seriously. I mean, on a serious note,
seriously,
I really do love the podcast. I mean, the community you guys are building.
Thanks, man.
It has been absolutely awesome. It's been fun to watch. It's been fun to follow along and kind of join in on the community and stuff. So, on a serious note, I know this is going to probably turn into a whole joke, but
no, nothing's ever a joke.
No, yeah, I really do commend you guys for what you're doing.
Thanks,
it's been fun to follow. So,
dude,
cool, right on.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. So
See what I'm saying? He's a likable guy.
Yeah,
I like this guy.
Come on, we're in.
No, I remember it was in Dallas when you went there, did all those different videos and stuff, and that's where you guys met. I remember you came back and you're like, Josh, especially. I like Josh and his wife a lot.
Yeah, it's like they're cool. I wish they lived in Kansas City.
Did you, Josh? So the infamous story that came from the Dallas trip is that Jake was served hot dogs. Did you hear about this?
Eat the hot dog.
Yeah, eat the hot dog. Yeah. Did you know at the time that he was not supposed to be eating, or did that come out, or did you hear that later whenever?
No, we heard that on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because, after the Dallas trip, Jake texted me and he kind of forced me to listen to the podcast.
That's how we
kind of, yeah, I was gonna say,
He shoves the podcast in his face.
I kind of became a ghostie by force.
I love that. That's totally okay.
Yeah,
Guerrilla marketing.
Also, I guess I was talked about on the first episode that I listened to.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
so he told the whole story about the hot dog.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
I showed it. Yeah, Maggie thought it was my wife. Maggie, she thought it was hilarious too. And yeah, we had no idea sitting
love
at
it.
Joe's house.
I mean, we'd probably met an hour before.
Yeah, right. It was
so
literally,
I wasn't gonna like, I got a weird tick bite situation going on with all these new friends.
Well, I just knew that you hit it off so well with Josh, so I didn't know if Josh was like the one, like the only guy that knew like the
can't eat hot
backstory of
dogs.
like,
I think,
hey, dude, yeah.
I think later that night when we went to get the ice cream, you were like, "Oh, I like haven't been eating sugar for a while, but like I'm just gonna send it."
But I didn't have dinner.
yeah, right. So I didn't know about the sugar, but yeah, I didn't know about the red meat situation. So.
Good
Yeah.
times.
Okay, so to give you guys just an idea of who Josh is and what he does, he's been creating a lot of golf videos just for the past few years, and his biggest following is probably on TikTok. Your biggest video ever, you got 53 million views on a golf video. For the people out there maybe not familiar with YouTube, had that been a YouTube video, how much money would you have made?
Oh yeah, so I did the math on that. YouTube has a thing; it's called RPM, where it's basically how much money you make per 1,000 views. So we did the math, and basically $500,000. If that would have been on YouTube, it would have been $500,000. But
Tell everyone how much tell everyone how much you made off TikTok though.
big old goose egg on TikTok. Shout out to
Zugats.
TikTok. Shout out to China.
So yeah, we thought we'd do a podcast to help the less fortunate.
Yeah.
Those out there trying their best but just not making any money. So
That is wild that TikTok is so much less lucrative than YouTube.
yeah.
Just
Like we'll give you a platform, but you're not gonna make any money off of it.
Yeah,
Man.
but it's a lot easier to go viral or
hit
grow a
the-
following
yeah.
or whatever. It's just because the barrier of entry is pretty low. But yeah, you're right.
So tell me a little more about like your motivation. Well, first of all, like, are you a newer golfer, quote unquote? Like, have you been golfing since you were 5 years old with your grandpa? I don't like what's the origin story golf wise?
Yeah, I'd say I'm more of a newer golfer. I just kind of messed around in high school a little bit with my buddies. No
Yeah.
serious golf.
You didn't play on the team or anything?
My high school had a team, but it was like our basketball, like 5 guys from the basketball team played on the
Okay.
golf team, and it was
Okay.
like I shot like over 100 every single tournament. So and it was
played
just one
shooting
year.
guard for his golf team.
Yeah, right. It was like, oh, we can go play free golf and get out of school early. Cool, let's
Sweet.
do that.
Yeah. Love it.
So yeah, it wasn't really good. Didn't play that much in high school, and then college I played baseball. I played baseball and basketball through high school. College played baseball, and I didn't want to like ruin my baseball swing, so
Sure.
didn't play a lot of golf. And then when I graduated college, my wife now, her dad used to be a golf pro. So when we were dating,
okay.
that was kind of like our first connection. Was he's big into golf, so
Yeah.
he took me out and like gave me some lessons and got a little bit better, and then hit a couple good shots and you get hooked. And,
Yeah.
I guess you just kind of catch the bug.
Wow.
And so yeah, they caught the bug, and then at the time I was like working for a YouTube channel. It was a motorcycle YouTube channel.
Okay. What do you mean? How do you work for a YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Like,
great question. Great
Yeah.
question, Brad.
yeah.
So basically, it was technically a used motorcycle dealership that had a YouTube channel, and then we also sold like merch and private label products on
Okay.
Shopify and Amazon. And so I managed all of the Shopify and Amazon stores.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that was like that was my job. I didn't really do anything with like content or videos, but I was just like around content all day.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
just learned about social media. I was into golf at the time. Started, ripping off golf trick shot videos.
Yeah.
And then just kind of kept it going from there. I had a
Sweet.
video go viral, and here we are.
That's
That's
awesome.
Jake and Brad and Ghostrunners podcast.
Let's
baby.
go.
Let's go.
So wait, how long you been doing the golf stuff? Like,
It's been like 2 years, I guess, since I've been like actually making money do it. I would say.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 years since I like posted my first video.
And it's like 2 years. Like, are you full time golf stuff now?
I'm full time now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What a world.
For 2 years now, or for like?
Technically, I've been full time for 2 years, but
Yeah.
first year, I don't know if you can really consider the amount of money I made full time. But
Hey, but you
Yeah.
were spending your time doing
yes,
your
correct.
primary time.
Correct. Yes.
Full time.
Yeah,
We
full-
say
that's
full
true.
pay,
That's true. Not full
you know?
pay. Yeah. Made enough to like pay my bills, but yeah.
Right on.
The IRS would not look at it as a full-time
yeah.
job. They're like,
Yeah.
The IRS
you
still
don't know
felt
us
bad for
anything.
you.
Yeah.
You're
my,
good.
My tax guy was like, "Yeah, maybe think about making a little bit more money next year." I was like, all right, yeah.
There's not really much for me to do. Yeah. So you posted, let's see, we were kind of talking about this earlier, but You posted a couple videos. One goes crazy viral, 50 million views. How many followers did you get from that one video?
Yeah, so overnight, I went from like 1,000 followers. I had just hit 1,000 followers on TikTok, and I was fired up because you could go live on TikTok once you hit 1,000 followers.
Okay.
And so it just hit 1,000 followers, and then that night I posted that video, and then 2 days later I had 800,000 followers.
No way, dude.
Crazy.
So wait, how many did you get 50 million views in the first 2 days?
So it was like
And what was the video?
it was a trick shot video in my mother-in-law's basement.
Oh yeah,
there was
like the algorithm always wants.
During quarantine. It was a bookshelf with like a bunch of different cubbies, and I put targets in each cubby.
Okay.
And then I hit some ping pong balls at the targets, knocked them down, and then put a little trick shot into a cup at the end, and bada bing, bada boom.
Nice, dude.
And then, I'm trying to think what was the rest of that?
Just, you got 800,000 followers overnight.
And how many
800,000
views
followers
did you get? Like those
and
first?
then so the first, I guess, initial, I think it was like 20 million views, and then over the past 2 years it's gone up to it might be like over 50 now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, let's talk. Like, can you tell me like when? Like, were you just monitoring that video like because you were so into it, or was it one of those things where you like woke up the next day or something and all of a sudden you look and you just
Like, I guess I'm an influencer now?
because that like with our TikTok stuff or our Instagram, so often, at least for me, I don't know about Jake, like I'll just like post something and like kind of be pessimistic about it and be like, it's who knows what it's gonna do, and then all of a sudden you look back and it's like
Whoa.
Yeah.
a really crazy like holy cow, this one did pretty well.
Yeah. I
So is
also,
that kinda-
shout out, congratulations on your recent virality.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Which one?
Multiple the one you guys talked about on the podcast. I think I texted
Which
Jake
one?
about it.
WNBA clip?
Yeah, the WNBA
Oh,
clip. Yeah,
the
WNBA
Ghostrunners,
clip. Yeah, that was your,
okay.
your friend.
Yeah,
center.
thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just like
Okay, yeah, I guess. So yeah, I went to bed that night. I saw the video was like doing pretty well. I had like more than I would typically get. A couple 10,000, 20,000 views. I'm like, oh sweet.
Yeah,
fired
yeah,
up. And then went to bed and woke up the next morning and I had like over 100,000 followers the next morning, and I was like, oh my gosh. I like called my brother. I'm like, dude, what do I like? Do I start selling merch? Like, what am I doing? I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm an influencer. And so,
that's amazing.
yeah, and then I like chilled out a little bit, and then over the next like 3 days, TikTok kind of goes in waves and hit another wave, and then I think like 300,000. I was like, oh my gosh, is it going to go anymore? And then 3 days later, it was like 800,000.
I just can't imagine not being an influencer and then all of a sudden be like, I have 500,000 followers, I have 800,000 followers. I guess this is my job now. Like, I guess I'll pursue this.
It was crazy. And I guess I was still working at the motorcycle YouTube channel, but then. Basically, at the end of the year, I got a little ultimatum from my boss, and he was like, you can either keep doing your thing and posting, or you can like stop doing that and keep working for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He was going to make you stop?
He was, yeah. So it was
he was noticing like, hey, the Shopify is not popping off like it used to.
It was actually
No way.
crazy the day I got back from my honeymoon, actually.
Fun time, fun
He's like,
boss.
welcome back.
Good guy.
Day I got back from my honeymoon, my boss was like, hey, I mean, it was like a small company. I think there was like 6 employees.
He's like, listen, this is gonna be hard.
yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was just like, I need you to be all in on what we're doing here. You can't be
All
posting
in?
your own.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's on air honeymoon, right?
So yeah, I had a little ultimatum. I said, I guess I bet on myself there, and
I love it.
just
for
he
you.
did give me like a 3-month window. He's like, okay, at the end of these 3 months, like you're done if you keep posting. So
It's a funny ultimatum, but also pretty generous. Like, all right, you've got 3 months to be halfway in, halfway out.
yeah, right.
After that, you're definitely out.
Without a doubt, the weirdest 3 months. Of my
Yeah,
life. Like
dude.
3 months, like, I mean, it was so weird being like going into work every day, and like my boss, like,
That's a long time.
a little bit of an awkward guy, and so it was just like, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
But,
dude. I remember
it worked out.
doing a 2 weeks notice at my corporate job and being like, after like 6 days, it was like, I think everyone knows I'm done. Like, just to send me home, So
That's fun.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you've built this following. I feel like I've gotten to see you get recognized a handful of times now. And it's funny, they know you from specific videos. Like today or yesterday, someone's like, You're a SpongeBob ball guy.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
For a while there, like I did a series where I played a hole of golf with just like random items that people would comment. And the entire time I played with a SpongeBob ball. Like that was that was kind of just the funny thing. I was just like, oh, we got the SpongeBob ball, and so people, remember the SpongeBob ball. Just a likable guy.
That's
Gotcha.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Should we tell Brad the story? I don't remember if I told you. If I don't think I said it on the podcast for sure, but do you remember the kid in Florida who recognized you?
Yes.
This is pretty fun. So we were leaving. We're done. This is a few months ago. We're in Florida, and I think we like said hi to the kid in passing. You know, hey, how's it going? He goes in. We're waiting on our Uber. Then this kid comes back out. How old do you think he is?
Oh, probably 10.
Yeah. What was his name again? Xander or something like that?
Yeah, I think it was
Xavier.
with the X in there.
Gen Z name.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he comes back out and like pretty confident, walks right up, and he was like, "Are you Josh Mayer? Are you Josh Mayer Golf?" And he's like, "Josh is just being so nice. Yeah, buddy, I am. You watch the videos? You see him on TikTok? TikTok is for China."
And then just walks away.
And then walked away. Didn't like ask for a picture. Didn't.
It's Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It made sense.
Yeah.
And so we were just kind of laughing. We're like, oh wow, that was a random funny thing. Florida kids are just different and just didn't even really want to say hi. Then fast forward like a month or two, Josh.
Oh, yeah. So fast forward a month or two, I get tagged in a post on Instagram. And what do you know? My man Xavier or Xander, whatever his name is, made like a video basically calling me out for like...
It's like a Josh Mayer roast video.
Yeah,
It was
literally like a
awesome.
Josh Mayer roast video. I guess, well, so the video that we filmed at that course was like... It was the worst rated course in Florida.
Okay.
So I guess we didn't paint the course in the best light, but they kind of did to themselves, honestly, in the video. But anyway, he was kind of, I guess, lashing out.
Okay.
So I got called out by like a 10-year-old on
What kind of
Instagram.
points did he make?
It was weird. In
yeah.
the same way that his TikTok for China comment, it just leads you to believe that his dad is indoctrinating him with some stuff. His dad was also like telling him exactly what to say behind the camera. It was like really weird. It was just like a child actor being forced to
It was
work.
like he was reading a script.
Yeah.
Like, I do not like Josh Mayer. He seems like a very, very, very bad guy.
They were kind of just like jokes, but jokes that definitely a 10-year-old would not have written himself. Like, Josh, you think you're so cool because of your YouTube video? Well, you were in the rough quite a bit.
Yeah.
Weird stuff like that.
I think the one was like, be a man and play from the blues, not the white tees or something like that. It was, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It hurt.
awesome.
Cut
Yeah,
deep.
you
Cut
think
deep.
about it still?
Yeah, I did. You know what? I do.
Every time you tee off, you're like, I should be back there.
He's got the best fans.
That's amazing. So is that like the worst you've ever gotten like called out negatively online?
Probably there were two guys for a while that would comment on every single one of my Instagram posts, and just absolutely rip into me. Like, and they would tag each other. They would tag it still to this day. I think about it. They would tag each other in in their comments and be like, "Yo, check this guy out. Like, see what he's got today." The one was like, you know, I'd rather like die than play a round of golf with Josh Mayer or something, like just terrible stuff. I'm just like, all right. Yeah,
You're like, thanks, man. That's
cool.
fun.
Everybody else is like, dude, sweet video.
Yeah. Really fun.
Yeah, right.
SpongeBob ball. Amazing.
Yeah.
That's funny. And so, Josh, you're originally from Amish country,
Yes. Yeah.
and but you don't live there now. Why'd you make the move? Why'd you move to Dallas?
Well, I guess big content play moving to Dallas. Yeah. For content.
Warmer climate.
Warmer climate.
So how long you been in Dallas? Like, did you move there after starting content?
Yeah, just a little bit over a year. Been in Dallas. Yeah. Yeah, just like a lot of golf creators living in Dallas. It's warm. You can play golf all year round. Just kind of like a golf scene coming up, I guess. So, and we just wanted to like get out of Lancaster. Me and my wife kind of made the decision that we wanted to move somewhere. So we just kind of picked Dallas and went for it.
Big D.
Yeah.
Jake lived in Dallas for a hot minute.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
And
All right, fine. We don't have to talk about it.
yeah, we talked about that in the car.
Okay.
Also, Great polo.
Yeah, dude.
Little robe easy.
Roback.
A little roback.
Shout out
Love it.
Roback.
Josh is, yeah, we got a little tension here.
Oh,
Bad birdie guy,
that's
Josh is the
true.
Roback guy.
Hey man, I'm with Josh. I'm just gonna say that.
I know.
I'm with Mood Swings overall. Okay? But I'm with Josh.
Yeah, TikTok's for China.
Yeah. I am not, with the TikTok guy over here. This was actually given to me by a ghostie. I don't know if you've heard that story on the podcast. Catherine talked about this is like her least favorite
Yes.
shirt
No,
in
I
the
can.
world.
I actually, I listened to that episode
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a Roback shirt.
Oh, and I love it. It's so comfortable. I don't love the way it looks necessarily with all the Arkansas State, outlines on it, but it's so comfortable. And so this was not even intentional to wear a golf shirt with the golfer here, golfers, excuse me. And, but I just wore this morning. So I was like, I'll put something else on later because it's so comfortable. I'm just like, I'll always wear this thing.
Yeah,
So,
they make great polos.
great polos.
Great polos,
dude.
very breathable.
Surely they
in
don't
summer.
have a discount code or anything.
I mean, maybe click the link in the description
Okay.
for a little 15% off. But, you guys aren't sponsored by Roback?
Not yet.
Okay.
The link in the description will take you to a different website. So not going to get you anything off Roback.
No, let's do some other random link in description for this episode.
Yeah.
Sends it to
Joseph A. Banks.
Yes.
Just got my wedding suit from there. Actually.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Yeah.
What
we had an appointment at Tip Top Tux. My sister recommended me. She's like, "Oh, it's awesome. They treat you like it's your wedding dress." Getting a suit there, and we went in, and this girl was like, so unhelpful. They only had one pair of pants in the whole store, so
No.
I tried on. That's what she said. I tried on one pair of pants, and we're
One
like,
style.
she said they only have these pants.
Okay.
No.
So because I asked, I was like, okay, these seem baggy. Do you have anything else? She's like, that's all we have. I was like, oh, so what do you do? If you're on size 32 waist.
That's how they treat brides. You thought that was a good thing, like what your sister would say. Like they do it just like your wedding dress. No, they say this is the only dress we have. Do you want it or not?
It was
So-
a pretty terrible experience going there, and so
Tip
anyway.
Top Tux?
Did you
Tip Top
purchase your
Tux.
touch from? Oh, you're saying you purchased
we
from
didn't
Jose
end up.
Banks.
Is this in Missouri? I don't know where this is. Please be in
Town
Missouri.
Center.
Dang it! All right.
Pretty nice area, right by the Nectar. And
Yeah,
Jose
very
Banks.
nice area. Yeah.
But anyway, then we walk out of there. This is kind of fun, and it was just like a movie. There, it felt like there was a glow around Joseph A. Because then it just clicked in my head. On Black Friday, I bought a 50% off suit from Jose Bank. Forgot about it. And because I had to get it tailored up a little bit, so it was still in the store. I never went back and got it. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a black suit waiting on me. Hopped into Jose Bank, got my suit. Boom. Now I have a wedding suit.
Wait, so your suit
Oh,
that
that
you were
is
getting
the suit.
tailored was just your wedding suit now?
Now it's my wedding suit.
Perfect.
Nice.
Yeah, because I didn't have a black suit. I was like, I feel like every guy needs a black suit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, Black Friday, 50% off. Jose. Let's
Jose.
do it. Jose, can you see?
Uh-huh.
Now it's my wedding suit.
Do you remember back in the day, and maybe they still do, I don't see their advertisements nearly as much, but it was like, Joseph A. Banks, buy one suit, get 5 free.
Just handing out suits.
And I remember there was one time, high school, college, where I went in there thinking this place must be like the Burlington Coat Factory of suits. And then you go in there and it's like, yeah, it's like $1,000 for one suit. And that's how they get you, 7 suits for $1,000,
They can
whatever.
afford this.
Yeah, that's
They're
funny.
fine.
That's funny.
I remember seeing billboards for jewelry companies, and it was like, if you buy an engagement ring with us, we'll throw in an Xbox. And I thought that was always interesting. Because at first, just seeing an Xbox and engagement ring on a billboard, you're like, something's off here. It looks like a...
That's interesting because I feel like sometimes there's links between hey, my husband doesn't care about me, he just is such a gamer. Maybe it's because of this jewelry company selling Xboxes to people.
But yeah, kind of smart. I think they're like, well, guys are the main people buying jewelry.
Absolutely.
Throwing an Xbox for them.
So where did you hook up your Xbox then?
So Rachel's, it was a Nintendo Switch. I didn't get full Xbox, but the Switch is pretty versatile. There she is. Rachel's got home.
Whoa.
Howdy. You look nice.
Hey,
Rachel Coop.
Hi.
here.
First time on the pod.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Howdy. I just told him about Jose Bank. How
Oh, yeah,
serendipitous that
Yeah,
was.
that's pretty cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's like logging into your Venmo account.
Yeah.
That you, hadn't been in
Finding
and finding $500 or something.
Yeah.
That is funny now that I think about it. You were about to get a second version of the exact same thing, basically, right?
And thank goodness she was one of the worst employees of all time.
Yeah. You owe that girl half the money that you spent on this suit.
Yeah, it was not a good experience. We walk in and she was like, what can I do for you guys? And it's like, we're getting married. We're just high on life. We're getting married. We need a wedding suit. She's like, okay. Just sucking the life out of any air in the room and just and just like, I don't know, it just was not pleasant, not fun. But it's fine. Jose Bank came through. Rachel, do you have a question for Josh while you're here to answer on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best score you've ever gotten in golf?
What's the best score you've ever gotten in
Best score I've
golf?
ever gotten in golf. I think over 18 holes, 74.
Ooh.
Thank you.
74.
Thank you. What's the best score you've ever gotten in volleyball?
Oh, 74.
How many kills?
74.
How many kills?
Oh, kills? Maybe like 4.
4
She was a
kills.
setter, so
That's true. Okay.
Didn't kill
All right,
much.
never mind.
That's an
How many
impressive.
sets?
That's
How
an
many sets?
impressive kill for setters.
Probably 5-set game. 50.
Whoa.
50 sets.
50 burger. Nice.
burger.
Yeah, maybe.
That's pretty good. That's a lot of sets.
Good job.
Sets, yeah.
Good
I
job.
heard that game. Well, have fun, you guys.
Thanks, Rachel.
I'm going outside.
I figured.
Okay.
That was fun. Anyway, congrats on the 74.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Good job.
Appreciate that.
What were we talking about? We can talk about anything.
We're talking about tuxes and
Okay.
suits. Josh, as a married man, what just off the dome, you got any advice for Jake as far as heading into newlywed life?
Oh man, that's a good question, Brad.
How long you been married?
2 years.
Okay.
A little over 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or Brad, any advice for Josh?
Oh.
Because I know you're kind of a golfer.
Oh yeah, a golfer, and I've been married more than 2 years, so a 2-year married golfer. Well, I don't know if you're a stimp guy. I'm a stimp.
Stimp head.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I'm a stimple. I have a lot of stimples. Yeah, I'm going through like golf puberty, so I'm just hitting a lot of stimples, popping a lot of stimples, and yeah, I would say at least as far as advice goes, you can never hit too many drive balls off the deck with the irons in the bag,
Yeah.
right?
What would you say like is your favorite stimp though? Like
My favorite stimp is probably a drive ball. Stimp.
yeah.
A D ball,
That's a good
DBS. No, stimp probably six stimp. I always say like that 6 is sick, right?
But what about when it comes to club? I know you're a big club head.
Yeah.
What's your favorite shaft?
As far as
Not no. Just like brand, stiffness. Do you have like a favorite?
I go like a 7 probably stiffness brand, the 7 brand of stiffness, and I don't know. I like the ones that have like the little rings on them. You know, like they look like Funyuns. I think they're called Funyun shafts.
Those are fun.
You know, and they just. I feel like my ball just. I have better. Dang it! What was it called? Something lie, ride or lie, fly or lie. I have better fly or lie with them. On. So, Catherine's calling me.
Are your kids?
I'll be fine. No problem.
There is the marriage advice. I
was
think.
gonna say just ignore your wife.
Just understand that there's times when you answer and times when you don't.
Okay. Any marriage advice?
What's your wife do? Tell us about your wife real quick. Just a few bullet points.
Yeah. Man, just fantastic person.
Love
really cares about other people more than herself. And fantastic cook also.
Nice.
She's great. Yeah, I think those are 3 good.
That's a
good bullet
great
points.
wife right
Yeah.
there.
How'd you guys meet?
We met at college,
Okay.
Lancaster Bible College. Classic
Okay.
place to
LBC.
LBC. Yeah.
Let's go.
Classic place to meet your wife.
I just-
Brad, you knew the acronym. So you know
Dude,
LBC.
Oh, you're a knight too. You must be a Cavalier. What's your
it's
mascot?
actually the Chargers.
You're a Charger too,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, charge on.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, marriage advice. I would say for me, big thing is filling up Maggie's water bottle before we go to bed.
Oh,
Fill up.
Is that figurative
Nice.
or literal?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Like, hey, I just want to fill up your water bottle.
Yeah.
You were amazing today. Just encouraging her.
No, literally
Yeah.
water. Yeah. High hydration, H2O.
Okay. What? I mean, 24-ounce water bottle. What kind of water bottle? is it?
Stanley?
Yeah, Stanley for sure.
Okay.
Stanley, I think maybe 32 ouncer.
Okay, not bad. It's got the handle.
Yeah, it's got the handle on it. Yeah, I feel like that's, just a little things. All about the little things, Jake. Just, she really appreciates that. Sometimes I don't do the best job at it, but,
Sure. We
Little things.
we all fail.
yeah.
We all fall
All
short.
shall fail. Yeah.
That's the LBC way.
That's how we do it.
We all fall short. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Fill the water
Absolutely.
bottle.
Fill the water bottle.
Hey, don't answer the phone every time.
Not every
That's
time.
what I learned from both of you guys.
I think I answer the phone 80% of the time that Catherine calls.
Okay.
I bet if I call her, it's 50-50.
Okay.
And I don't think it's usually ignored. I think it's usually I think girls, when they have their phone in their purse, they don't like it's just much more, easily forgotten about, and it bothers me sometimes though. Like I was at Lowe's today trying to make a decision on something. I was like, I just need her to say yes or no because she cares about this more than I do. And I called her 4 times in a row and she never answered. And I was just like, I'm just going to do it. And of course, like as I'm checking out, she calls me back.
Hey, what's going on?
And I'm like, hey. And of course she's doing, she's with our 3 kids and giving them breakfast and everything. But anyway.
Sorry to hear that. Get her an Apple Watch or something.
She would not go for it, I don't think.
China.
Yeah, for sure. She's a Floridian at heart,
Yeah. Okay, Josh. So we've got to know a little bit of your come up on social media. You're in a pretty good spot now, full time. Got some sponsors coming out on the Golf Channel. Where would you love to be at 10 years from now? I think on social media, but also a little bit of life too.
Yeah. I guess social media, like career wise, I think like really trying to drive home YouTube here. So like really, really grinding on YouTube. Would love to just be like YouTube, my main focus. Not necessarily doing, I do all my own editing and like filming right now. So
Sure.
Not doing all my own editing and like filming and stuff, and like maybe hiring some people.
Brad's kind of a camera guy. You know about some of the f-stops.
Yeah, what kind of stuff do you use? You go iOS, aperture. Yeah, I go 3.5 usually. But do you just tripod it usually?
Oh yeah, dude, ripping a tripod out there. Unless I'm like filming with somebody like Jake, and then I pass the camera to him. And,
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty exciting when you have somebody else to do it alongside of.
100%. Yeah, 100%. That was actually one of my goals this year, was to like find somebody to film with on a somewhat consistent basis. Yeah, just to like have more people, and actually, so I look back at my goals, I was like, hey, this is kind of happening.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's great. Dude.
Yeah, so that's fun.
Josh and I are hopefully embarking on a nice little joint series. We're kind of testing it out this weekend. Josh flew up here to test out a new series. We're going to try to play the worst golf course in every state, essentially.
Yeah.
And before Josh books all these flights and meets up with Trey and I on tour, we're going to try in Kansas City. So go watch the videos when they come out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess what was the question?
Where you want to be?
see
10 years. 10 years.
Yeah. And then like life-wise, I guess, probably a couple Ninos, some kids.
Ninos are fun. Dude.
Whether or not I'll still be in Texas, I honestly would love to be somewhere warm. I think somewhere warm with a house, doing something that I love with the person that I love, and some kids.
That sounds awesome.
I think that would be like,
It gets warm here like half the year.
Yeah.
So if you want to
7 months.
And Jake has 2 houses, so you could probably just give you one of those.
And Maggie is someone you love.
Yeah,
You could bring her.
right.
Yeah.
If you're wondering like who's going to be the person I love.
Yeah.
And they're good with kids here in Kansas. They're like, yeah, bring the kids. So why not? No,
Yeah.
That's fun.
Cool, man.
How cold would you go? Is Oklahoma City too cold?
Oklahoma City?
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of right on the border. I've never like spent a significant amount of time in Oklahoma City. How cold does it get in
I feel like it's Dallas
Similar to
2.5.
Dallas. Yeah, right. It's only like an hour
yeah.
and a half from Dallas, right? Or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nashville. Too cold?
I think we could do Nashville.
How familiar
I
are
think
you
we
with
could
all
do
the climates of the
I think
United
we could do
States?
Nashville.
Because to me, I'm like, that seems like the same thing too. You think it gets colder there than Dallas?
Okay, here we are.
I think it gets a little colder than.
Jonesboro, Arkansas. Too cold?
See now I'm lost. I'm not even sure where Arkansas is on a map.
Okay, how about Houston? How about San Antonio?
Trying to get a gauge. Okay. That's
Yeah.
fun. That's fun. Anything you want to say to the Ghosties? Anything on your heart?
Oh man, just keep on keeping on.
Yep,
Just to
good.
really.
Good. Keep on keeping them.
Okay,
No.
right. LBC, got it.
Yeah.
Keep on charging on.
Charge on.
Oh, I'm a new Facebook group member.
Heck
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I did join the Facebook group. I think I did that when last time we were in Florida.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
So yeah, just shout out to the Ghosties for keeping the Facebook group entertaining. That's fun to see.
All right, we got to wrap up. Brad's kids need them. Do you have anything on your heart, Josh? Anything you want to say to the Ghosties?
Yeah, this is actually from my wife Maggie, because she listens to the podcast as well. She's a
heck
Ghostie. She does think Jake is funny, but
Yes.
she says that Brad carries the podcast. So
No.
hey,
Carries
tuck
it.
that in your back pocket. Yeah, yeah.
No, it's just because I'm a heavy guy. That's fun. No, Jake absolutely carries the podcast because he's the if I see, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Like
It's because you're lying.
we've had thoughts of we've had thoughts of whenever Jake's on his honeymoon / wedding, I might have a co-host in here, and I'm like, I gotta think about how Jake does it, because Jake's the play-by-play, always keeping things rolling, always knowing how much time. So
Your Bo voice as well. She thinks.
she loves the Bo voice.
Loves the Bo voice. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some. Let's think of some Bo said recently. Yeah, I mean, he's unbelievable. I don't know. He's just he's just amazing. I'll try to think of a story for next week. But okay, my question. I'm sure no one's ever talked to you about the John. Do you know there's a guitar player? He sings. His name's John Mayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And you're Josh Mayer, and I'm sure no one's ever been like, "Hey, are you guys brothers?" Or do you know that it sounds like John Mayer?
Is your body Wonderland?
Have you ever thought about? I mean, maybe this is like just really insulting to you, but changing it to Josh Meyer. Like just like changing the pronunciation just a little bit to like, hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Josh Meyer. No one would think twice about it. No one would. No one's making the gravity jokes anymore about the.
No one's saying
SpongeBob. Balls going gravity on the way down.
I will say that would put everybody that I meet up with that like films content or collaborate with, that would put like their first joke at a death.
Yeah, true.
That would not give them
It's
any
like-
material to kick things off.
There you
that's,
go.
I mean, that's every time.
That's
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
I think my goal is through the Ghostrunners podcast to make people talk to John Mayer someday and be like, "Oh, are you Josh Mayer's
I thought
brother?"
you were the golf guy.
Yeah, they're referencing stuff from your video, like the cubbies in the mother-in-law's basement thing, right? So, anyway, man,
That's a good goal.
yeah,
Good goal.
And I think just because of how amazing the Ghosties are, it's gonna happen.
Someone will do it. Someone will bump into John Mayer
100%.
and confuse him for Josh Mayer on purpose.
Yeah.
That's fun. Well, thanks for being on the podcast. Thanks for being in our inside of our first spotlight here.
So fun.
Yeah.
Fun
Absolutely.
to talk to you for a bit. I know you got to fly out tonight. Brad's got to look after the kids, so we'll get out of here. But thanks, dude. Everyone check out Josh Mayer Golf.
Josh Mayer Golf. JoshMayerGolf.com.
JoshMayerGolf.com. Sure.
Wow, got the URL.
Shoot me an email.
Oh yeah! Everyone email him. Old school. All right. Cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
Peace. Hope you all enjoyed Joshua.
Yes, you were.
And just a great guy. Glad we were able to chat with him. Ghostie Spotlight. I don't think we ever intended that to be an in-person thing, but it's kind of great. If more ghosties happen to be in Kansas City, maybe we'll
That'd be fun.
put you on the podcast. Who knows?
Yeah, fill out the Ghostie Spotlight thing on our website, ghostrunners.life.interact.
Interact tab. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Could be the last episode with the mustache.
Could be.
Could be. We'll see.
I think if it's up to Catherine, it's definitely the last mustache for me. Just the other day, yesterday, I was like, just touch it. Just touch it. I was like, I know you love it. She's like, I do not. Like, I do not love it.
I do not.
I do not love it. Just put your fingers on that mustache.
I feel like when I went home and saw my whole family, they were all like, "Oh my gosh!" And my aunt was like, "Well, I could tell you're not married yet. This is definitely a boyfriend girlfriend thing." And I didn't even try, but in my head, I'm thinking like Rachel was a pretty big fan of this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would still have this
Oh yeah.
without Rachel like initially encouraging me, but whatever. I'll just let them have their way with me.
My sister saw me at Easter, and before she even said words to me, just started laughing for 10 seconds.
Mustache.
Yeah. I was like, what are you laughing about so hard? She's like, I haven't seen it in person. That is ridiculous.
You've grown up, Brad.
Yeah, right.
Upper lips looking buxom.
I got this random, no context message from my friend Graydon. Shout out Graydon. He's like, tell Jake to shave the mustache.
Wow.
Who's like, Graydon's a guy?
Yeah.
See, I think all guys love the mustache. I don't think a single girl really, truly likes the mustache.
I feel like I've had plenty of guys tell me to shave it.
Really?
Not like actual friends, but just like random people online. The Graydons.
The Graydons
of
of
The
the world.
Graydons of the world.
How many
Yeah.
friends have you had that are like, dude, shave that thing?
Zero.
Exactly.
Zero friends.
Because all friends support other friends with their mustaches.
Dude, especially
For the record, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
hey.
nice.
Yeah, that's because we're friends.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Graydon needs to see it in person.
Yeah.
I'll see Graydon and say, hey, touch it.
Touch it.
Touch it. You
Feel
like
it.
this?
Feel it.
I will say I've been noticing recently, it's starting to get soft. I feel like it was kind of like a wire brush for a while. I feel like now it's like it's softening up a little bit.
Interesting.
I like how it feels.
I think you're going to miss it when you. I do think you're going to shave it, obviously. But
Yeah.
I think you're going to miss it, and you're going to grow it back eventually.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm just proud of you for doing it, man. I think it's awesome.
Who knew? If nothing else, I learned a little something about my follicles.
I did watch a video. I don't know. Maybe it was a clip of ours or something from a couple months ago, and I was like, "Whoa!" I'm like used to you with a mustache now.
Thank you.
Like to the point where it was like weird to see you without one.
Thank you, man.
So
Appreciate it.
this is just the beginning of the journey for you and your follicles.
Who
Facial
knows?
follicles.
Who knows?
Who knows what's next?
Maybe a beard this winter.
Soul patch. Oh, a winter beard would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be
Both
fun.
of us? Come on, dude.
Sure, man. Whatever you need, baby.
For Bo.
Yeah, for both.
All right. Hey, guys, let's go eat lunch.
Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Another Wednesday episode. Have a Wednesday of your own.
Bang, bang.
See you Monday.
See ya.
Ghostrunners podcast. Everybody